they limit you on payouts. But what I was able to do in just 2 weeks was 15K from Tradeify, and then 10K or 9.5K with top one futures.
I know it's been a minute, and to apologize, I got the best video anybody could have came out with. I'm interviewing one of my best students who, after 3 weeks of joining my mentorship, got all these payouts with a deposit proof, over $23,000 in 3 weeks, just live trading with me and showing up to my mentorship classes. So I went ahead and interviewed him so you guys could get a breakdown of some of the concepts I taught him. And we're gonna break down a single setup that I think is an A+ setup that almost all the time you can secure 1 to 3s, 1 to 2.5s. And we're gonna be going over some other things on how he was able to secure that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into that little interview. And at the end, I got a special treat for you guys as well. If you could give me a rundown of how you heard of me, how you found me, and really your experience so far in the mentorship and what it's done for you.
Yeah, definitely. So first off, I found you just online, social media, Instagram. I saw that you were doing things with Mamba. You were having some live trading going on with him, and you were trading more of the forex side. He was trading more of the indices side, and yeah, I just figured, I liked your call outs. I liked how you were kind of coaching throughout those lives, so I decided to join your community. And really just, before that, I was just kind of, finding strategies on YouTube, paid a couple different coaches, wasn't able to really see a lot of the consistency that this strategy brings. And really what helped me the most and why I've been able to see success in your program is mainly just the simplicity of it. We find our key levels, our two key levels, we wait for a breakout past it, and really it's that simple. You teach us a lot of the, candle movement, momentum, all that good stuff. And I don't know, just keeping it easy has really helped me, and that's why I've been able to make so much in the last couple of weeks.
And now that you do mention you made quite a bit in the last few weeks, I mean, give me the rundown. What firm? I'm going to pop up the payouts that you posted in the Discord and the
Yep.
one that you send me. But what firm did you use? How much did you make? And give me the time frame it actually took you, which is insane. I think this is just absolutely crazy. From the day you joined to getting that payout, just give me a load of everything. Run it down
Yeah,
from the top.
insane. I also didn't expect those results, but so the two firms I got those payouts from was number one was Tradeify. So I have 5 accounts with them, and these were all fresh accounts when I started with you. So it was 5 Tradeify accounts and then 3 top one futures accounts. They limit you on payouts, but what I was able to do in just 2 weeks was 15K from Tradeify, and then 10K or 9.5K with top one futures. And I have much more profit in the accounts. The only reason I didn't take out more was just because they limit you on those payout requests.
I remember you were like, it's almost up to 20 or like 17 or something like that. And you were like,
Exactly.
and then you sent the screenshot. But besides that, we have a few pre-market biases. Maybe you could give me a example of one that I've taught you.
Yeah, so what you really kind of opened my eyes to when it comes to breakouts, it's not just obviously marking out support and resistance at current price before open, but when we see heavily overbought or oversold areas pre-market leading up to the New York session open, I've noticed that they're just A+ setups whenever there's a super, let's say, overbought area. New York probably has a high probability of filling in 50 to 75% of that overbought or oversold area. And so being able to like understand that we're probably going to see a break to the downside or vice versa has just been huge for me. Like super confident A+ trades getting in them.
Yeah, we tend to see a lot of momentum and fill those gaps when we get a break of structure on the open. When those are like in the past, I'd say 5 to 16 hours, previous day really, we tend to see a lot of momentum fill those areas, which is, I think, something that a lot of breakout traders don't tend to look at. They just tend to follow the recent trend of the previous few hours. I know some people talk about switching time frames, but is that something that you ran into an issue with? Because I only trade off the 5 minute and 5 minute price action. So did you run into issues like with your mental game switching from being like, hey, Why am I looking at the 4 hour trend and all this stuff when my trade is a breakout trade at the maximum? It should last 15 minutes, more than likely less than 10.
Yeah, no, totally agree. So like so many people online teach you need to do this, hour long top down analysis, and you need to do all these different things, look at a million time frames, but just focusing on the 5 minute and getting really good with it, understanding the price action of the 5 minute and how structure forms and everything, it's made it so much easier for me because again, it's actually given me clarity in trading as far as what to focus on. I know what time frame I'm going to look at every morning. I know the strategy. I know what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I just can't stress enough how just simple you've made it. Just looking at one time frame.
So I also have to ask, what was your biggest struggle before coming in here? Was it risk management, selecting the proper risk to reward ratios, or was it something else like psychology or something?
Yeah, I would say for me, like right before I joined your program, the biggest thing or the biggest struggle or issue was strategy hopping. So I was, we'd go through a losing week, which every good trader knows there's going to be losing weeks. And I would look for the next maybe strategy, say, okay, this one doesn't work. And I would keep doing that. And something would work for a month and then it wouldn't work for a month, or 2 weeks or whatever. So that was my biggest issue, just going strategy to strategy. Finally, I just told myself, like, I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick something that's made the most sense to me, which from day one has been breakouts.
Yeah.
They make the most sense. And also, you're not sitting there 2, 3 hours a day watching the market. You're there 10, 15 minutes waiting for your breakout. So everything kind of aligned with this trading style, aligned with how long I want to be on the market. And yeah, I just stuck with this. And man, it's been like my biggest payouts. So it's been
Yeah.
awesome. It's just 2 weeks. So excited to see what the
Yeah.
rest of the year can do.
You have to give something time for it to play out. It doesn't, whether it's with your body or a new business or a trading style, you're not going to pick it up in a week and then take it and be profitable within the next week or two. And then you're like, hey, I'm not seeing results, and jumping to the next one. You actually need to dedicate yourself to a plan and stick to it. I always say go by your monthly totals, because some weeks may be, break even or +1, +2%, but then you'll get the weeks where you're +18%, +15%. And it really is just a monthly average game, in my opinion. You can average anywhere from 7 to 15 to really, I've had up to 33% months. And all it is really just sticking out and understanding that losing week, it's just probabilities. That was a pretty cool interview. We went over a few concepts that I teach. We didn't go over all of them, but always, if you guys want to live trade with me for free, it's down below. Join the Discord. And if you're interested in joining the mentorship, go ahead and DM me mentor on Instagram if you'd like to. Try to secure some profits like this guy. And without further ado, I'll see you guys next Asia session here for free on the YouTube at 4:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.